Hi, and welcome to your extended for my Libras. And there's also going to be a collective reading after this. It will have a variance of messages for you also. Welcome to the channel. And we are updating, of course, here this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I've just kind of come up with that on the cuff. I don't know if it's going to do great, but we're going to try to get things back to normal. So I'm going to draw a couple cards here for you guys in the extended, and we're going to talk about what you need to see. We have thought power, and we're going to read part of it. These are some exercises that you could do this week in terms of intuition, and I'll show that up close. Okay, we're going to read part of it. All right. To strengthen your telepathic abilities, you can ask a friend to help you with the following exercise. Have them choose a photo, any number or a color, and an image from another room of location. Then have them send it to you mentally from what they chose. So basically, and I'm sure you guys have done this before, it's like, send me a number. Think of a number in your mind, and thought power is here. They can even send you an image in some cases. And so you can do thought-provoking intuitive exercises with this card. And that's your first one out. It's good to see who kind of, who has the same essence of you in intuition, and it can be a trusted friend with thought power. On the other hand of the split, you also have creating a sacred space. So that was saging your room, house, apartment, condo, complex. Sage as much as you want. And also it definitely cleanses the room. So you have creating a sacred space for this week. And the last one, replenish your energy. We'll read that another time. We're going to save some of these cards. Power of empathy with a heart. And that was on your appropriate other split here on the table. So we're going to read the last paragraph. It says, there are other ways to practice mediumship in a healthy, empathic awareness setting. Practice your meditation, your yoga, and your energy healing modalities as much as you want. Try to keep your overall spiritual energy grounded but high. It says here, you are empathically centered when everyone is entitled to their own emotions, but you can protect yours. This is gorgeous. It says, allow some space for yourself without taking in everyone's feelings. This is a good practice. I don't know why we got this card this morning, but it's almost like you don't have to take everyone's energy in. You can have boundaries. Having boundaries is completely fine in this kind of energy. And the power of empathy is that you can have it, but you can also take back your own. Okay, I think that's the essence of the card. We have like the heart touching the tip of the finger here. So it's like you can feel for them, but also protect your space. And I'm just going to reread something here. It says, it's important to allow some space for yourself. Last sentence of this card. So the power of empathy. Let us get into your bonus. And I'm just going to clear some space here. Thank you for coming also. So you guys got the 10 of Cups in the last reading, and it was part of communication there. The 10 of Cups is very famously known for, it can be empathy, it can be happiness, and it's widely known as a wish fulfillment card. So this hits us this week at some point. In your extended, I talk about cards from the previous video that could impact you. This could be hearing back from a job offer that you got, makes you very, very happy. Good news can be the 10 of Cups, or being able to share that with other people. And in the 8 of Wands, you had communication at the top of the reading. It was definitely in the Celtic, I believe it was positioned somewhere over here on my table. And we're going to find out the reasonings for this kind of communication with love. And welcome to your love reading today. The first 2 videos out were for Libra, but I feel called to read for Scorpio. So usually I'll get a particular sign that I must read for. What is the 8 of Wands about in terms of the receiving connections that we're getting? What is the 8 of Wands in terms, thank you. And my deck was overturned, excuse me. So it was in the reverse. You have Judgment, and I'm going to pull it up to show you. It feels like somebody has made a decision to contact. Okay, so the Judgment card can be decision-making time. It can also be that somebody is finishing out a cycle, and Judgment is the final call. Okay, so we have that here, and he's carrying a bit of a hospital bag in the photo. We have Judgment there with 20. Why did they come to this person? Are we allowed to know that much of their decision making? Okay, Knight of Wands. Someone here might not want to feel flimsy, or it's a fleeting card, right? Comes in very fast, or its speed is rather. And it can be somewhat of a card that talks about being a player. You know, the Knight of Wands has been known as that widely in the past. They don't want to be fleeting. So they've made a judgment call. Maybe this is like an introspective healing thing that this person had went and did. Excuse me for all the noise. I kind of like the noise at the front of the neighborhood, but it can be very distracting for readings. So apologies in advance, but it gives it the live feeling. What is their communication about love? What is their communication? Eight of Wands. Okay, so the Eight of Wands here clarifies the Eight of Wands twice. I'll show you how nice this is. It's actually a very beautiful combo. They are sure that they have to get it out. Okay, now if we were to put ourselves in their shoes, it might be looked at as a must-have conversation. It must be communicated in the future, or this person really wants to send an Eight of Wands. Okay, so it can actually be a back and forth in the current. Excuse me, I got tongue-tied. For the Libra birthday, what is the Ten of Cups, the wish fulfillment coming up for your birthday season? You have the Knight of Pentacles with Virgo in Virgo season. So very, very current card. Seven of Swords. That's interesting. Never got that before. So it's nice to do it live with you. It can look at like your future plans. This is slow. Knight of Pentacles takes a long time. It takes planning for some of us. Who are we committing to, or what also in this card? Generally, it's very vivacious because there's a goal to it. Okay, it takes a long time for that pentacle to reach its place. This person is watching what your future commitments are. It can be an aqua. It tells you of some of the zodiac signs. It can be a Virgo. But they're really interested in what you're doing there. You got to be careful for that, for people who really are interested in your business, okay? Because it's showing that they're not that interested in theirs. Okay, they're more watching you. Four of Cups. We have an emotion card. So in the extended, we're going to talk about this. Best advices for you, best guidance, okay? And then Justice at the bottom of the deck. I think we'll see this up until tomorrow too. So we have your major arcana for my Libras. A good exercise here is, success. Six of Wands with Leo, okay? That's generally very much aligned with our channel. We get a lot of Leo energy in our place or our positions. The Five of Cups, okay? King of Wands, who is in my pre-shuffle. And good morning to some of you. Good morning, John. You just flashed on the monitor here. Good morning to all of you too who have joined. Nine of Cups. That's also a wish. Some of you will be having contact with somebody that you really, really did need to speak to. The King of Wands is determined. They want to put effort in as well. Look at this Eight of Pentacles. They want to put effort into something with you. Also, they could be really concerned how long you spend at work. Also, what you might be doing there. I think they're interested. Okay. But there's a missed opportunity in the Four of Cups. So we have to talk about that. That's not a card you can just mull over and skip. What is the Four of Cups? Please and thank you. Nine of Pentacles. Leaving a very deserved person at their own will. You know, I think that this person wanted to couple up with you. The Knight of Pentacles is very Virgo orderly, right? It's an orderly card about being patient. They might have regrets about leaving you, okay? Nine of Pentacles is pretty strong. And they're looking at your work here. We had something similar on the other channel. Very, very similar combination. I think this was the actual combination yesterday. 9 and 8 in our birthday reading too. Had a lot of that going on. And Why are they focused there? Am I allowed to know that in the extended Chariot? Okay, on where to go. It's a direction for this person, where to travel to, how to see you, perhaps how to visit you as well, because they left you at the Nine of Pentacles and you did really well. A lot of you are working on personal wealth goals and bringing back up your money, maybe even reconstituting a place of old work too, and getting yourself back up to par. I can say that safely in this reading. Future love plans from this person. You have the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, which I cannot show. It's a white card, and the Queen of Cups. So emotionally, they want to race toward you. I don't know if this is for a specific kind of care or this person feels safe with you, because the Queen of Cups, if you talk to her, she would feel generally safe. Okay. Knight of Swords is rushing in. Very, very impulsive card with Aqua. So this is what I want to look at tomorrow. And our channel will be updated tomorrow collectively for you. Very, very widely, you know, I like to look at collective on Tuesdays. That's my favorite thing because it tells you where everybody is at. The Page of Cups is an apology. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. A lot of their emotions are to tell you something. It is very much about communication today. So let's clarify the Eight of Wands. What is it about? They want to come to a person who's safe to speak to. That could be your Queen of Cups, or maybe some of you have Cancer in your chart. That could be a lot of water in your chart. What is the Eight of Wands for the bonus? And remember that too, some of you have this empathy, but you don't need to hold on to other people's problems or issues. It can be separated, and you can also have a healthy boundary line with this oracle card that you received. Thought power is just a fun exercise that you could do. So we'll see what that is in just a little bit. What is the Eight of Wands? Queen of Swords, and it's sideways. It's kind of giving off of what you'll say will be scary to them. They're not sure if it will be well received. Someone is trying to pinpoint whether they can travel, okay? Because it's a movement card. This person could be Cancer and wanting to create movement with you. Chariot is what you received for what they want to do. They're afraid they're going to be met, though, with some very strict actions on your part, your belief systems, where you feel that they have been too. So I think they want to meet you halfway. This is just what they feel is a block for them. Emotionally, they would like to just say what they need to say what they need to say. They could be apologetic in some glances. We have another hint card, so apologies here. They regret not spending enough time with you. In the Nine of Pentacles, some of you had to go on something very, very independent aside from them. And what is the Chariot then? Three of Pentacles. Collaboration, or what you think of it in this day and age. Now, we ended with this card at some point yesterday on our sister channel. We had the Three of Pentacles in one of our readings. If I remember, it was number 2 yesterday. So they're going to try to see if this can work, if it's workable collaboration, okay? Nine of Pentacles for Libra. What does this person believe happened there? Emperor, they might believe you're taken by somebody very, very different now. In this course, it's an Aries card of the Emperor, so it's a boss, and that you found some future enlightenment, that you did better, okay? Or maybe this is all one thing, is that you found someone and it feels good. It's like a future that you want. They believe this is what happened, okay? How I can end this, honestly, this is how I see it. They believe that you found what you were looking for by just doing what you needed to do. I think a lot of that can be practical because Nine of Pentacles is practical. They don't know. I think they're unsure whether you really have this or whether it's true, like it's fully formed in your life. One more clarification. Is the Knight of Swords about a certain topic? Ace of Wands, and I can't show it because you guys know the rules now on YouTube. Still having a spark. This person still has a spark to you. Ace of Wands is creating room for collaboration, even if they don't know yet, because it's an attraction card. It talks about love and it talks about attraction. It's very lovey-dovey, this card. Okay, it is about mutual attraction if the other person wanted it to. They're viewing you as single, many cards, but being met with the Queen of Swords. It was sideways, so I have to leave it like that. All right, and share with me your stories today. I'd love to hear back from you. Did this really happen in your story? And please make this video the interactive one for today. I thank you guys so much. Thanks for staying in the extended.